Hey, what is up, people? It is your boy Johnny, and today we got a new competitive build for the Pokemon Stakataka or Stakataka. I don't even know. So many people have been pronouncing this name differently.
Yo, God, the thing goes skitty pop pop, and the poop poop boom, skia, boom boom, boom boom. You don't know, big shock. Yo, yeah.
And I honestly, I don't know the right pronunciation until I see the anime, which I probably won't. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna be talking about why this Pokemon is pretty decent in certain situations, but at the same time, it isn't the best Pokemon I would personally choose in a competitive battle. But it does have some competitiveness to it, believe it or not. It is a rock and steel type Pokemon, so it does have some weaknesses that I feel that a lot of people in competitive battling decide to coverage this weakness. It has water, fighting, and ground. Believe it or not, fighting and ground do like 4x damage to this Pokemon, and it can do some serious damage to your Stakataka, believe it or not. It could even KO it in one go. So I think it does have a lot of weaknesses in my opinion. I feel like that's probably the worst thing that this Pokemon has, but it does have some advantages, believe it or not. If you're not going against a Pokemon that has fighting, ground, or water, you could probably do some pretty good damage against Pokemon like Clefable, I believe, who's, if you use Gyro Ball, it's gonna do some pretty good damage, or Pokemon like that, because it's really resistant to fairy type moves, and it's really resistant to a lot of actual types, believe it or not. It has a lot of resistance to types like normal, flying, rock, bug, psychic, and ice, and dragon, and fairy. So that's the advantage of this Pokemon, that it has a lot of resistance. So I can see the usage here in certain type of situations for this Pokemon. Alright, so the next thing that we have here is our nature, which is lonely. I believe it rises up your attack. This is the one I decided to use, guys. I know it may be different for some other people. I know some people have been deciding to use it with sassy. And then the next thing I have in items is Iron Plate. The reason I have Iron Plate on here is because, you know, Iron Plate does like a 20% increase in the Pokemon Stakataka's steel type moves. So that's why I decided to use Iron Plate. I know that some people have been using Life Orbs and other type of stuff, but you know, I decided to go with Iron Plate because this is going to be a Pokemon that's probably the best with Gyro Ball. You know, I've been hearing that a lot. Gyro Ball is this Pokemon's best. You know, Gyro Ball is the attack that's going to annihilate your opponent when you use Gyro Ball. Alright, let's go. The next thing we have is the ability Beast Boost, which is a pretty cool ability. You know, we got that ability. You know, it's the ones that many of these UB Pokemon have been using, so it's not bad at all. And for the EVs, we have 252 HP, which I don't really think does anything in my opinion, but that's what people have been using it for. Have a little bit of HP extra on there for you. And then we have the attack of 252 and special defense 4. Alright, so that's pretty much for all my EVs, guys. Let's go into the moves. Alright, so we got Trick Room here, which basically will allow for your other attacks to become a little bit more stronger, or allow you to attack first, probably, I think. But it does help with the Gyro Ball, and I've been seeing a lot of people use Trick Room with this build as well. The next one we have is Gyro Ball. As you guys know, Gyro Ball can be pretty strong depending on the situation, on how you use it. And I think Gyro Ball is definitely one of the things that this Pokemon stands out the most. It's Gyro Ball. And you definitely want to have Gyro Ball in this Pokemon. And if you don't have it, then you're probably making a mistake with it. I don't know. I'm just kidding, guys. And then the next one you have is Stone Edge. And you have Earthquake. This allows for a little bit more coverage for different moves, believe it or not, to attack your opponent's Pokemon. I think it's pretty cool that they have Stone Age and Earthquake, because it can be a pretty strong attack in certain situations. So if you're in the right battle in the right time, in a OU battle, or I don't even know what kind of battle, 6v6 battle, I prefer using this Pokemon in 6v6. You could be in the right situation. Even in the VGCs, you could probably be decent at this Pokemon for doubles, especially if you have an Earthquake on it, and you know, Gyro Ball to do the weaknesses against your opponent. So it does have its disadvantages and advantages, guys. At the moment, I personally have haven't had a really good battle with this Pokemon because there's not really a lot of people that are really willing to go down and down with a 6v6 battle. So I'm not going to be showing any gameplay footage of this Pokemon at the moment. I know in this video it's going to be a little bit different, but I just haven't been able to get any battles with 6v6 versus other people except for myself, as you've seen in the other video. Anyways guys, let me know what you think about in the comment section about this competitive build, or maybe you have a better competitive build for Stakataka. Maybe you may be making fun of my competitive build because maybe you think my competitive build is pretty crappy. But let me know in the comment section what you think this Pokemon should have for a competitive build. Let me know your builds on this Pokemon and what you think will work best for it, because this Pokemon, in my opinion, for myself, is still in the testing phase. This is just one of the early builds, and maybe later on, if we find something more impressive, we may do another video on it. Anyways guys, thanks for watching, and make sure to hit that like button and hit that comment button and let me know what you think about the video. And I would just like to say peace out to everyone, and thanks for watching.